Right.
Here you go.
Don't know.
Oh yes,
That's better.
I'm back. I'm sorry about earlier. I don't know what happened to our guest, but I didn't realize that he wasn't going to come on. So I hope you enjoyed the music that I was playing. And also, by the way, you can listen to Elaine Roy on the radio after our interview tonight. So make sure you go on to that. I think it'll be on around about 10 o'clock into around about 11 o'clock. So some of our music and everything. So get on there and boogie away, I'll say. Anyway,
Yeah.
hello, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm alright. I'll be glad when lockdown is over done with because then I can kind of like sort my hair out and I can have my, try to kind of like get back into, do the gym or whatever, So,
Yeah, well, your hair's grown from the last time I saw you.
oh yeah, no, I think about putting it in a ponytail. I
Yeah, well,
did
you
look
can.
at it. I did comb it.
You did. You can get you can get a video now to clip it yourself.
Oh no, no, oh gosh. No, my
Yeah,
wife, my wife is threatened me to cut it.
yeah.
But the trouble is, if she cuts it, I won't have nothing left.
Hang on to those few threads, don't you? For as long
Well,
as you can.
yeah, well, yeah, well, there
Yeah,
you go.
yeah,
So I feel like Compo at the moment on the last of the summer wine. But
yeah.
the,
I
but,
know.
but there you go. Um,
So
so how you been coping with your singing? Because I see that the other day you were on Facebook.
yeah, yeah. I really enjoyed it. I didn't realize how much I'd missed it. It's such a therapy thing for me, singing. So I was managed. I've spent the best part of 6 or 8 months trying to work out how to connect it all through with the interface and my mixer. And I'm not very good at it, but I've had some good help from some nice people, and I've got sort of nearly there. So a really good night, and a lot of people tuned in and supported me. And yeah, it was good fun, and it just lifts your spirits. It's good. It just seems such a long haul, this, doesn't it?
It does, yeah, yeah. But we're
You
gonna
know,
hopefully we'll get out of it sometime, and you can go out and
yeah,
you can go out and do some gigging then.
that's right. Yeah, I mean, I love to do like the care homes and things as well, and you sort of miss that. But yeah, everywhere you miss the interaction with people is so big, isn't it? Having
What
just
do you like?
being with people.
What do you like best? Going to care homes or going out singing in pubs and clubs and stuff?
Well, I get different things from different places, really. So I sort of with the care homes, I love the memories it brings back for people. I love because I like to sing the older 50s, 60s, that type of thing. So I love to see the faces light up with remembering, times gone by, um, and it brings a spark back into people's eyes. So yeah, I like that part of it. I love the pubs and the clubs socialising part of it, a bit of banter and everybody having a good, laugh, joining in. I like that too. It's the interaction with all in all that ways really that I do
Yeah.
enjoy.
What made you go into singing in the first place?
Um, I just think I just had this feeling one day. I'd watched a friend singing on stage, and I just thought, I think I'd like to do that. My kids are grown up, and I've always liked music, I've always liked singing, but never really thought of myself that I could sing. So I started just going to karaoke and things like that, and people seemed to like my voice a little bit, and I entered a competition. I think I told you last time, and I got £40 Asda vouchers, so that wasn't too bad.
What
And
do you
then
spend on your vouchers then? A
probably
CD?
probably chocolate or something.
Chocolate, yeah.
Probably chocolate. Well, I can't remember, but I was just excited that someone liked people voted for us, on the stage. It was like a stars in your eyes thing,
Yeah.
and people voted for me, so that was really good. And it just made me want to do more then. And then I think my first gigs were in care homes, and I remember being so nervous about it, but the people that were there just loved it, and they were all up dancing and singing. And some of the songs I sang, I always remember one of the songs I sang, which was, it's quite a memory song for me. It reminds me of mum a lot, my mum a lot, and it's called "The End of the World" by Skeeter Davis. And I'll always remember these three little ladies sat, and they'd all lost their husbands, and they all started crying. And it was really emotional. I felt really bad, but they said they enjoyed it, so it just kept them in touch with their feelings. I think that's important. I think even in the care homes, when they do start crying, and the staff say, "No, it's good. It's good that it's a good thing," but you feel a bit bad that they do. But memories are strong, aren't they?
They are, yeah.
They stay in the mind.
And memories, let me say, memories are really kind of like special too, because when you kind of like lost your mum, didn't you? When you lost your mum,
Oh
you
yeah.
you kind of like I saw the other day that you kind of dedicated a song to her, Working Man, didn't you?
The Working Man. There's a few songs, because my mum and dad were big influences to me with my singing and the songs they sang, and they liked. And I've always tried to build in those songs into my sets, because they keep me close to them, and they, some of my family struggle with me singing the songs because they get upset. And they don't know how I manage to hold it together, but it just does something to me. It helps me, it helps me. My mum, I'd only just started singing, and then lost my mum suddenly, and so it, to me, it just felt like that's what I need to do. I'll sing these songs because I know she loved them, and it helps me. I love to tell the stories, because she had a story behind all the songs that she told me about.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
and my dad did too. I lost my dad a couple of years ago, and he was massive in my, he followed me everywhere. He was my biggest critic. But,
Because where you come from, it was right about the working man, because there was mines and everything in it, really.
yeah, yeah, it's where I am at the minute. Yeah, it's massive part up here. There's someone at the moment putting a lot of things on Facebook with lots of memories of days gone by in the village, where there's the families, and it goes back a long way, doesn't it? And that song just touches so many people.
No,
I remember singing it in a club in Huddersfield, and that was a mining village as well up there. And the guy behind the bar, when I was singing, turned all the lights on and put his Davy lamp on his head and his hat. But all the guys, they were all joining into the chorus of it, and it was really a surreal moment, because that, again, it just takes people back, doesn't it? If it were the granddads or whoever.
yeah. And I tell you what, especially for you, let's play it.
Oh, go on.
Here's a working man I am, and I've been down underground. And I swear to God, if I ever see the sun over could hold it in my mind. I never again will go down underground. At the age of 60 years, with my father close to tears, as he vowed never again to send his sons to the dark recess of your mind, where you age before your time, and the cold dust lays heavy on your lungs. Yes, a working man I am, and I've been down underground, and I swear to God, if I ever see the sun, or for any length of time, I could hold it in my mind. I never again will go down underground. At the age of 65, I pray to God I'm still alive, as the wheels above the mind no longer wind, and they finally close the hole where for years we dug for coal, never again to go down underground. It's a working man I am, and I've been down underground, and I swear to God, if I ever see the sun, or for any length of time, I could hold it in my mind. I never again will go down underground. It's a working man I am, and I've been down underground, and I swear to God, if I ever see the sun, over any length of time, I could hold it in my mind. I never again will go down underground. I never again will go down underground.
Well
That
done.
guy's face says it all, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it tells a lot of stories. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah.
Mm.
What was it like? What was it like growing up with your mum and dad? Because you know, up in the north, up in the north and everything. Sometimes life, a long time ago could. I'm not saying, years ago, was really hard because you had the miners and the miners' strikes and everything, and lots of things were going on up the northeast. What was it like living with your mum and dad?
Well, from where I lived in Scotland, we didn't really. I think we came to England when the miners' strikes were on. You mean then, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd come to Leeds by that point, and from Scotland, and I remember us all just like sitting in candlelight and things like that, and because there were certain days, wasn't there, where we had no electricity,
Yeah.
and we had to sit in candlelight and things like that. But we all just seemed to manage and make fun of it. We were all, we sort of grew up. We weren't, we weren't really well off, but we all just knew how to manage. My dad was always a good worker. There's 6 of us that my mum had to look after, and we just all seemed to get on with it and manage. And I think we were a little bit scared in the days when we were in candles, and eating. I do remember it was a bit of a luxury, because I remember we managed to get fish and chips, and that was a bit of a luxury, eating it with the candles for some reason. I don't know how we managed it, but we did. But yeah, I think it was we did okay. Mum and Dad were strong people. They've gone through a lot of things in their lives, and we sort of all inherited a bit of that as well. We've been able just to get on with it, and you've got to accept, and just get on with it. So we did okay.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but when there's certain songs that's on the radio, my wife will tell you, I get so emotional and sentimental, because there are songs that really hit me.
Yeah.
I can watch a film, or I can listen to some music, and it really, and then I'm there for a long time, kind of thinking about my mum when she was alive, and the past and everything. Do you ever get your moments where you kind of when you're doing your music, like either in a gig or on Facebook, where you're thinking, my mum liked that one, my dad liked that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. I get quite a lot of moments like that where I sometimes I can find it hard to hold it together. When I sing, my dad loved a song called "The Answer."
All right, yeah.
And him and my mum used to spend a lot of time going to Blackpool, and that song was sung, as well as the Working Man, by someone called David Alexander. Have you heard of him?
Yes, I have, yeah.
Yeah. So, and the pair of them absolutely loved them songs, and because I was singing, they'd always say, "Sing that song, Ellen. Sing that song. Learn that one for your mum, and learn that one for me," and that type of thing. So I didn't even know the songs, and when I first heard them, I just I wasn't sure, but I actually really loved them. I grew to love them and the meaning of them. And so whenever I did a gig, I would sing. I lost my mum before she heard me sing "The Working Man," so that was sad, because I'd only just started singing, really, and she would have loved to have been part of my life because of the music that she loves. But and I often think about that. But my dad, I'd sing all the songs for my dad as well, because it helped him keep close to my mum as well, because he knew she loved Connie Francis, "Who's Sorry Now," and "Where the Boys Are," and "K-Star," all those type of songs. So I've sort of always made it a bit of a thing to put them in my sets. But sometimes it's been difficult to hold it together, and especially singing "The Answer," because my dad was at most of my gigs, and I always sang it for him, and he used to sit looking really proud, and the people knew I was singing it for him, and they seemed to look at him, to get a bit of a look. And I think that they thought that was nice. And so I've not been able to sing it yet. I've not been able to sing it, and it's over 2 years, but I've not been able to sing it yet. So that'll be it'll be a big day, that one, if I can. But I do know what you mean. There are certain things that just really bring it all to you. Then it's difficult, isn't it, to hold it together?
Yeah. Are you an emotional person?
Yeah, a bit too much sometimes. I am. Yes.
Yeah.
Because
when I was playing Working Man just now, I'm sure that there was a few tears coming from your eyes.
Yeah, it's a strong thing, and you sort of put yourself in that picture of this father sending his kids out, and watching that desperate life at that young age, going underground, don't you? You sort of can, and the drudgery and the cold and the hard work of it, the long dark days, never seeing daylight, and the illnesses, and you just I like to put myself in that place when I'm singing some of my songs. I'm doing something this weekend for Mother's Day where I've included a lot of people, friends that I sing with, family, close friends, where I've asked them all to give me a picture of themselves with a mum.
All right.
And I'm putting together a video for Sunday, for Mother's Day, with a special song on it. So I'm not telling you what song it is yet, but because I've not told anyone yet. So but there's so many people want to be part of it. I must have like maybe 60, 70 photographs that people have sent, and I'm thinking,
So you're not going to tell us the song then?
not yet.
Why is that?
Well, because I've not told anybody yet the song that I'm doing the video for yet, and I want to put it on. I want to put the song on Facebook so that they can all start to listen to it beforehand. So the words mean a lot. The words will mean much more to them when we do it on Sunday. So I know, sorry, but that's the way it is. The song is even a song that, like, I remember my dad telling me actually years ago that he loved this song, and I never took any notice because I didn't know this person really. And then someone asked me to sing it, and I didn't know it, but I said, I'll learn it for you. So I learned it, and as I was learning it, I just thought, wow, this is a good impact song for what we want to say to our mothers, and people who've cared for us, that have been like our mothers, that thing. And it's for all mothers here or in heaven. So it's for all mothers. So
Right.
I think it'll be quite a big. I think it'll be nice, and I'm working hard on it. So
Good.
yeah, look out for it. Mm-hmm.
I definitely will do. I do follow your stuff quite a bit actually. So
that's nice. Thank you.
yeah,
Thank
I'm
you.
not, I'm not saying anything, but say very much but I am a little bit of a fan, but
A little bit of a sorry.
a bit of a fan. I'll keep looking at your stuff and everything.
Oh, that's nice of you. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's nice.
When I've got the time, that is. It's at this moment in time, it's
Well, I'm really pleased because I've been asked. Like, I was supposed to be last April doing my first country gig, and it's advertised now for 2022 April. So can't wait for that.
Yeah, see, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to talk to you about because all of a sudden you're coming from traditional and you're going into country. Why is that?
I love country deep down inside me. I love country. I love it, and I do love a lot of different genres, but country is like my thing, and I think I don't know, but it is where I want to. It's a big part of what I want to do as well. I want to be part of that scene. I've been to a couple of festivals. I love the social aspect of it. I love all the different kind of country music. There's so much that goes back way back. From to present. I must admit, the modern stuff, the new country, I'm not as up to date on as I am with the older country stuff. I've got a massive love of Patsy Cline and that type of stuff there, and Billy Joe Spears and Dolly Parton and Shania Twain. That's probably about as modern as I would go. Maybe some other stuff as well, but if I'm going to choose them, have you heard of Laurie Morgan?
Yeah.
And you've heard of Reba McEntire and things like that. I love the stories. Yeah. Reba McEntire is amazing. Her stories they're just wonderful. She's great.
Yeah, I've been kind of inching. Well, I've been interviewing a few, top country stars, but that's only been on kind of like Zoom at the moment because we've got to get. I've got the okay to kind of like interview them. Because I'm trying to learn, interviewing at the moment.
Yes, yeah.
And but I interviewed some stars. The trouble is, though, I've got to wait until their agency say, yes, Steve, you can actually release it.
Yeah,
so I've got about 5 people on hold at the moment. You know what I mean?
Oh, you'll have to introduce me to him.
That's quite good. I've got. Have you heard of Eleanor Springstate?
Who, sorry?
Eleanor
Mm,
Springstate.
no, I don't think so.
She's really top
Yeah.
country. Yeah, I've
There's-
seen some stuff of hers.
yeah, there's some great country singers out there. I really
Yeah,
admire it. I sometimes wish I'd have started a bit earlier, but it wasn't my time to start early. So I'm a
yeah,
late,
yeah.
I'm a late starter. But I enjoy what I'm doing, and I've always just wanted to sing to enjoy it.
Oh.
So
Where do you mostly do all your gigs to then? Is it where you live, or do you go to Blackpool, or do you go around the country?
I, I've mainly been just, I would say, local. I've done a couple in coastal ones, and I've done um, all around sort of where I live, Huddersfield, Wakefield, Leeds, um, just all the surrounding areas really.
Oh,
Um, and because traveling, when sometimes as well, it's traveling. If you travel a couple of hours to get there, then you've got to travel a couple of hours back, and it can be like 2 o'clock in the morning and things like that. So I don't mind traveling, and I think I've stayed over and I've travelled and stayed over at places, but yeah, I'm looking forward to doing a bit more travelling. Um, I've got some invites to some other type of country gigs as well, so and they're a bit more northern, so I'm looking forward
yeah,
to doing that. Yeah, just got to try and get out there, and
yeah. I
it's
think
got
the
it's got it's got it's confidence, a lot of it, because I've not pushed myself with it more. I think because of confidence, really, because I think that's something as well with the type of person you are. You compare yourself a lot to other people, and you
yeah,
shouldn't really, but you do, and you think,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
I won't be as good as them up there, and I'm not going
Yeah,
to
you
do
got
it.
to stop. You got to stop comparing yourself to people. That's what a lot
Yeah,
of people do.
they
Because you're
do,
thinking,
they do.
oh, they're better than me. I'm never going to reach that level. And
Yeah,
you think, oh, well, I'm not going to do it now. They're better than me. I'm not going to. But you know, don't you got to stop it because that's not going to give you the confidence to do anything, is it?
no, it's true. I mean, it is what you do, and I think there's a lot of singers actually that I know of and come across. We can come across confident when we're on stage, but inside you're still always like not sure if you're good enough. Do you know? But you are,
Yeah,
it's
you're a
just how
good
you
singer.
feel.
You're a good
Yeah,
singer. You're a good singer.
mm, yeah.
And very best to you. I'll tell you
No,
what.
no, no, thank you.
For the last 10 minutes, I've got a lot of questions here for you.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we moved on a bit since our last interview.
Yeah, yeah,
From our radio. Right.
yeah.
Okay. Barbara wants to know from Cleveland. She said,
Hi, Barbara.
I, I, Steve and Ellen. Um, could you tell me what is your best song that you ever sung?
The best song that I ever sung. Um, oh crikey. The best song that I ever sung. I'd have to say that the one that it's really difficult because there's a lot of songs that I feel are the best songs, and I would, oh crikey, Barbara, that's difficult. But I think I'll have to say "Ribbon of Highway," and it's a country song. It's on my CD. It means a lot, that song, but I think probably that one, because it's called "Ribbon of Highway." Um, and it's pretty much just about somebody getting over the struggles in life and keeping on the ribbon of highways, this tangled
Mm,
road, and getting somewhere in the end. Keeping
good,
strong. Yeah.
good. And Rob wants to know, hi.
Hi,
Um,
Rob.
do you have any CDs for sale? And if so, how do I get hold of one?
Yes, I've got some CDs. If what do you do, Steve? Give them my
Yeah.
Facebook
So
page
yeah,
or something.
yeah. So guys, what we do is with people who come on, we kind of like if you get in contact with me, what we usually do, we get in contact with the artist. So we get in contact with Ellen, and we say, what we do is we give you a link, and if Ellen's got like a page or something where you can buy a CD,
Yeah.
or you can just kind of like we will give you our Facebook or contact details, and you contact her directly.
Yeah, I've got an email address as well. I can give to you, Steve, afterwards,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
do that.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'll stick it on my Crossroads page site, so
yeah.
and on our web page, so everything's on there for you.
Okay, lovely.
So you can do that. Thanks, Rob. Elsie said, "Hello, Elsie."
Hi,
El-
Elsie.
She is Elsie is 67 today. Happy birthday.
Oh, happy
Um,
birthday!
67. Gosh,
Wow.
I've got another 27 years yet for that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what I say as well. That's what I say as
I
well.
know, I know. My wife is shaking her head, going,
Hello. Yeah, we
no,
wish. We
yeah,
wish.
yeah, yeah. Um, she said, I saw you on Facebook the other day, and you are very good. Can you tell me who is your inspiration
Who is my inspiration in as far as that
singing?
singing? I think I've got to say Patsy Cline because I love her stuff, and she does something to me inside that I don't think many other singers do.
Right, okay. Patsy Cline, I love Patsy Cline. Love it. You know, really
There's
love.
Brenda Lee, all those they just do something inside that not many other singers do.
I met Cameron Winnett once.
Did you? Oh, she's amazing.
Oh, she is lovely. She
Yeah,
came to
yeah,
Plymouth in
yeah.
concert,
Wow.
and I am kind of like when I went up to her and asked her for autograph. She gave me a kiss on my cheek. This is when I was younger. Oh, I never
Mm.
washed my face for a week.
Thought I saw a tide mark there. Have you still not washed it?
Give
Yeah.
yourself.
Hello.
Um, yeah, okay. Thank you very much, Chelsea.
Thank you, Elsie.
Luke wants to know: do you play guitar? And if you do, um, if do you play guitar and other instruments? And if you do, how can I get started playing any musical instruments?
Oh, crikey. Well, I'm not really the best person to ask that question. I've only just started to learn to play the guitar. But I have actually had my son's bought me one from a nice guitar for my birthday, and that was my goal this year to learn to play. So I actually YouTubed a lot of there's a lot of really good free lessons on there.
Mm.
Really good beginner lessons on there, and I can send you, Steve, if you want to put it on your thing later on, the link that I had and that I used. She's brilliant. She's so good and makes so baby steps so easy. But you're playing a tune before you know it. So if you wanted to learn, like it's good fun. I don't think I'll ever be amazing, but I'll be okay. And
Mm.
just got to keep practicing.
My first tune I ever played on guitar was Jack and Jill.
Was a
Yeah,
yeah, good.
yeah, and it was, and after that, that was it, downhill for me.
I've got a piano as well, but it just doesn't come so natural to me. It's hard work, and some people like can just do it, can't they? And it's like just
Yeah,
feels harder than when you look at some people who can just play by sound, can't they? They can play
yeah,
the
yeah,
piano or the guitar without even thinking about it. And
yeah.
I'm learning the reading music and putting it together, and it's good, but you just know it's not as natural as you'd like it to be.
You should get yourself a harp. I had a
Oh,
guest on
that'd
the
be
other.
good, wouldn't it?
I had a guest
Yeah,
on the other day. He was playing the harp. Did you see that? She
beautiful
played.
instrument. Yeah,
Yeah,
beautiful.
she's really
Yeah,
good. Yeah, she's really good. Okay,
talented. Yeah.
Frank wants to know what's the biggest gig you ever performed at?
The biggest gig I ever performed at would be the country one that I did. It was near Selby. It was a festival, um, and that was just amazing. I had all my own sound guys and everything like that. It was brilliant.
Good, good.
Yeah, and line dancers, and it was just it's good, really good.
Line dancing. God, that bring
I
back
love it.
the days. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, they
yeah.
do that where I go away when I go to Western Supermare at a certain holiday camp. They do line dancing. Oh,
Did you do it?
me?
Yeah.
No, no, I won't get up and do that.
Okay.
No, I've got to have a few drinks before I do
We
that.
can- I'm
Yeah.
sure you'd be. I'm sure you'd be good.
No, oh no. I'd rather be the instructor.
Yeah.
I'll be in the bar going, right, turn to your left. Now do the do whatever it is.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
no,
yeah,
that's country dancing, isn't it?
yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
last couple of questions, guys. Claire wants to know, um, if you ever went to if you were offered to go to Nashville
Yeah.
and play in front of any bigger stars, who would it be and why? All these are hard questions, aren't they?
Aren't they? Well, I think I said it before, but I think if I did go to Nashville, I'd love to play either with Reba McEntire or Dolly Parton. I think Dolly Parton's personality is just amazing. She's got all the confidence I'd love to be able to get a little bit of on stage. She's so quick and quirky and funny and talented, a songwriting talents. She's just amazing, isn't she? She's an amazing woman.
Yeah.
So you could
I
learn
like
a
it
lot
how
from
she.
her.
I like it how she talks as well.
Yeah, I always remember the first time, well, one of the gigs I listened to and watched, and she it just rolls off her tongue, and she had a break, and she says, "Oh, I'm just gonna have some water," and somebody shouted something out in the audience, and she shouted back, "Artie, I thought I told you to stay in the truck." It tickles me. She comes out with all these little one-liners, and you think, without
Yeah.
thinking about it, whereas natural.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, I liked it when she did a double act. I can't remember what was his name now. Islands in the Sun. Islands in
Oh
the Sun.
yeah, yeah. The guy that died, wasn't it?
Oh, what's his name?
Oh, I know. Rich. Is it? What's his name? We should know it. We should know it.
Kenny Rogers.
Kenny Rogers. That's the guy. Yeah.
Islands in the Stream.
That is what we. Should we do a duet now? Do you want to do a duet now?
Well, I've
Acapella.
a cappella. Well, you can sing the a cappella.
Yeah. Baby, well, you have to sing the block bit, don't you? Baby, when I met you, there was peace unknown. I set out to find you with a fine-tooth comb. I was searching. That's high. It's a bit high, that for me. That's why you needed to do that bit. There was something going on. Yeah. To me, mechanics. I thought you were joining in or not. Am I on my own here?
No, you're on. You can do it yourself.
No, and you need to help me because I can't.
No.
Islands in the stream, that is what we are. Nothing in between. How can we go wrong? Sail away with me to another place, and we rely on each other. I know. Anyway, don't hold that against me. That song, please. If you're listening out there.
Yeah. If anybody listening out there, she doesn't really sound like that, honestly. She's just doing it.
Oh, was it that bad, Steve?
No.
Probably
You know what? I went on to Smurl the other day. Have you ever been on there?
No. What is it?
Well, what it is, it's a new thing out. It's been out for a while now. And what you do, you go on the Smule site, SMULE. And what you do is there's people all over the world, and what you do, you press a button, you go, say like, I don't know, oh gosh, I always love you or something like that, Whitney Houston or whatever.
Yeah.
So you press that, and someone else would come on and say, oh, right, we go live now, and we're going to do a double act.
Oh, that'd be good.
On Smooth. Well, I did it, right? And
Yeah,
I went on there with a Chinese woman.
Yeah.
And we were singing Love Me Tender. Love Me Tender.
Yeah.
And I was singing that. And I tell you what, time she sang the song, I nearly fell asleep.
Because it's slow, that one, isn't it?
Well, no, she was slow. She was really slow singing it.
Oh, worship, right?
Yeah. I'm not trying to be funny. It was like, yeah,
Well, maybe you should. Maybe that might be a little thing that you could do on this show. You could just throw that in and say, right, we'll do a schmool or what is it? A smool or a schmool?
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Could try
Well, I
it.
could do it. Yeah, I was thinking about doing what's it called, TikTok this morning.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about dancing around, but I
But you
don't.
change. No, it's hard when
No.
you got your headphones on.
Yeah. You got. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't want to dance around. You
No,
don't want to. You don't want to see me dancing around, guy. That's bad
no.
enough. But when you kind of like, before we go,
Yeah.
your music. So what do you really want to do now? Do you really want to stay as you are, or do you want to go down like the country music side of things?
I want. It's a side that I want to explore and get better at is the country music. I want to develop myself and become more confident in it, and I want to do more. Like a lot of people that where I go, they know me for country, and they love me singing country. But I feel like in myself, I feel like I need to put in other songs, just because some people think, like it's like too sad. All these songs, they're all like. So I put myself under pressure to sing like more things that I don't really want to sing, if you know what I mean, that are not me. So
Yeah,
I'm a little bit like I love to sing other stuff. I like to mix my music. So it depends where I go, really, Steve, because I like if I get offered to do a gig in a club or a pub, I know that I've got to mix it up with different songs. But the country is where I just really love it. It's just the thing that I love to do. So I might. It's difficult to get. I felt it's been difficult to get into the country scene, so maybe that's just held me back. But I'm going to pursue
before
country more.
before you go,
Yeah.
let's listen to you for the last time.
Oh, what am I singing now?
Oh, wait and see if I can get there. That is,
Okay.
it's like British Rail. This.
Why do the birds go on singing? Why do the stars glow above? Don't they know it's the end of the world? It ended when I lost your love. I wake up in the morning and I wonder why everything's the same as it was. I can't understand, no, I can't understand how life goes on the way down. Why does my heart go on beating? Why do these eyes of mine cry? Don't they know it's the end of the world? It ended when you said goodbye. Why does my heart go beating? Why do these eyes of mine cry? Don't they know it's the end of the world? It ended when you said goodbye.
There you go.
Thank you for that. Don't know how
Yeah,
you did that.
yeah. But the trouble is, you see, when you sing and when you kind of sorry, get you back onto the when you kind of like when you sing,
Hmm.
what you don't realize is that yeah, you're singing all these songs, but also you're touching a lot of people out there,
Mm.
and you're certainly are because we're going through a lot of as I keep saying all the time, we're going through bad times at the moment, and when someone comes on and listens to you, right,
Hmm.
you are kind of like touching people's hearts, and you've got to stop comparing yourself and just be yourself because you're a very talented person,
Oh, thanks, Steve. Thank
very
you.
talented. Thank you very much for joining us. Hopefully, sometime we try to get you on live on Facebook, and
Yeah, that'd
we
be
can
good.
do. Yeah, we'll get you on live. I'll get my wife to kind of like talk to you and put you on, and then what we do to the stream yard, we can do like a Facebook live and get everybody kind of like on there.
Yeah,
But
that'd be a good thing to do.
yeah,
Have you done the? Oh, you can't really do live on some of the other ones, can you? It's just finding the right platform, isn't it?
what
Where
we can do Zoom, we can do there's other platforms. Just leave it with us, and
I will. Yeah,
the
yeah. I'm
next
not.
time we can sort it all out. But thank you so much for for coming on, and you take care in the meantime.
Oh no, thank you for having me, Stephen. Like, thank you for all the good work you're doing because you're doing some great stuff and you're working really hard with all your interviews and you've got such a great mix of people that's coming on. So yeah, I think you're doing brilliant. Bravo to you too, and I look
Thank
forward to
you.
speaking to you again soon.
Take care. Bye bye.
You too. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye
Bye bye.
bye.
Bye. There you go. That was Elaine Roy, and wonderful. She's wonderful talent. Please get in contact with her. And in the meantime, guys, I've got to go because that's my last one for tonight. I'm looking at my wife and she's saying yes. So I've got to go. But until tomorrow, take care, guys, and love you lots. Bye bye.